Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is match number 35 and it is a crucial encounter for both teams here at the Duler Stadium. It is Churchill Brothers Sporting Club versus SESA Football Academy. It's a battle for survival at the moment for SESA Football Academy, whereas Churchill Brothers find themselves in unknown territory, almost in a battle for relegation. And there we see a Churchill Brothers team in desperate need of a win. They face a team which is coming off a long break in the Selvel Goa Professional League, SESA Football Academy.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another day at the Selvel Goa Professional League 2021 series here at Duler Stadium. It is a big day for Churchill Brothers as they will take on SESA Football Academy here at Duler Stadium. And I have with me the assistant coach over here of Churchill Brothers. So we have seen that Churchill Brothers are on a slow phase and they lost the last match against Sporting of 2-0. So how do you take this match?
Last match, after playing so well, and we have not utilized whatever chances we got, and now we are really focused on this match. Somehow we have to get 3 points and stay at least in first four.
Okay. Your aim is on the first four. So how you take this young side, especially given that SESA Football Academy are coming after a really long break? So how do you take this match?
We will take this match very seriously, and boys know the importance of today's match. We have to go all out. And we are start from the beginning. We are going for a key like.
All right. Thank you so much, coach. We'll see you in the post match. So that was the assistant coach of Churchill Brothers. We'll go to the other side to see what SESA has to say as they take on Churchill Brothers here at Duler Stadium.
Humberto Gonzalez, the assistant coach today, very fine with his words. The first 11 has some changes for Churchill Brothers. It has 3 Joy Dias coming back: Joban Cardozo, Kidron Fernandez, Rakesh Das, Rajender Singh Bairola, Myron Mendes, Asif Ali Molla, Frankie Oliveiro coming into the team, Yagya Kapoor, Debnath Mondol is captaining the team today, and Velito Cruz. The coach, the legendary Armando Colasso. And now we have SESA Football Academy, big match for them in the relegation battle, along with the likes of Velsau Sports Club and, very surprisingly, Churchill Brothers as well. If they manage to beat the Red Machines today, they will go ahead of them.
Yes, after speaking to Churchill Brothers, I'm on the other side to see what SESA has to say, and I have with me the SESA Football Academy manager here, Joyner. So Joyner, first of all, tell me, what are the preparations that you have kept in mind as you are going to face one of the big names out there, Churchill Brothers, today?
We will be working more on keeping ball possession, and our coach has worked on some set pieces and some tactical aspects. So definitely they will be producing it when we play against Churchill Brothers.
You said about the ball position. Is there any other strategy that you have kept in mind to face off Churchill Brothers today? Because Churchill Brothers' aim is to win the 3 points. So how will you spoil their celebration today?
Obviously, it's like we are also going to for 3 points, so we will show it at the match. All right.
Thank you so much. We'll see you in the post-match. Thank you. Well, that's all we have in the pre-match interaction here at Duler Stadium. The kickoff in next couple of minutes. Enjoy this kickoff, and I will see you in the post-match here itself at the Duler Stadium.
A very jolly team manager, Joyner. And the first 11 of SESA Football Academy does have Suraj, Myron Pereira, Santosh Kashyap, Russell Vaz coming into the team, Sapam Singh, Myron Borges, Omkar, Sharad, Sandeep, Vishnu Gosavi, Aniket Singh Thakur, Dominic Roy Soares captaining the team, and the coach Charles Dias, SESA Football Academy, coming into this match after a long break. Their last match was on 23rd of February. And the points table, you can see this is a match between 10th position and 12th position. Churchill Brothers on 3 points from 5 matches, whereas SESA Football Academy on 1 point from 3. So if SESA Football Academy manage to win today, they go ahead of Churchill Brothers with 2 games in hand. And we're all set at the Duler Stadium as the ball boys and the referees lead the 2 teams out in the middle. two new captains for two teams. Debnath Mondol captaining Churchill Brothers out today, and Dominic Roy Suarez captaining SESA Football Academy today. Like I mentioned earlier, it is a very important match for both teams in the fight for relegation. Churchill Brothers, as we heard from the assistant coach Norberto Gonzalez, they are still aiming for that top four. SESA Football Academy, on the other hand, with the team manager Joyner saying that they will be really trying to prove Churchill Brothers wrong today. The referees for today: Deepraj Sangelkar, Mariano Rubello, Manesh Oliveira, and the fourth official Samir Amold Noronha. SESA Football Academy playing their last match on 23rd of February against Selgaukar Football Club, in which they got beaten comprehensively. Selgaukar table toppers fighting for the title, whereas Churchill Brothers played their last match against the table toppers now, the current table toppers and the defending champions and joint winners last year around, Sporting Club de Goa. Churchill also losing that match comprehensively, 2-0. What a crucial encounter today we have at the Duler Stadium. We have been promised by Norberto Gonzalez that Churchill will go for the kill right from the onset. But the rich history of SESA Football Academy cannot be let down. They will give the Red Machines a run for their money today, or they will be hoping to do so. This is a very second string Churchill Brothers side playing in the Goa Professional League. The main team competing in the I-League. Far East in Calcutta. We have the legendary Armando Colasso on the bench today for Churchill Brothers. Armando Colasso, a former Indian national team coach, has coached the likes of Dempo and East Bengal, has won 3 I-League titles with Dempo Sports Club. The experienced man back on the bench for Churchill Brothers. That could be a huge booster for Churchill Brothers boys. We're just waiting for the referee's whistle, and it comes. SESA Football Academy starts proceedings, and this is Dominic Roy Suarez straight away switching the ball to Vishnu Gosavi, whose head gets to the ball, but it goes straight to Debnath Mondal, who rolls the ball to Rajinder Singh, who spreads it out to the left hand side. This is Vishnu for SESA. It'll be an interesting battle down in the middle. Both teams desperate for 3 points. The intensity of the matches, or rather the intensity of this match, should be right up there. Although Churchill Brothers will be looking to take early control of this match, as we see that ball from Valito Cruz to Joban Cardozo. Asif Ali Molla with the cross. Let's SESA Football Academy off the hook. Sapam Singh under the bar for SESA Football Academy. Has a big game on his hands. This is Maran Pereira. Plays it long. Asif clears it. Is Velito handing over the captain's armband to Debnath Mondal for today's game. Velito didn't have a great game against Sporting Club. He'll be hoping that he comes back to form quickly, because Churchill Brothers really need him, and he's a very important piece to the puzzle that Churchill Brothers will look to complete if they have to win against SESA Football Academy today. Felito plays it. This is an early chance. Rakesh Das. And then Joban Cardozo with the shot, but couldn't get the shot completely towards the goal. This is Suraj for SESA Football Academy. Going long. Yagya with the header. Had a decent game down the left hand side. Yagya Kapoor. Velito to take this early free kick for Churchill Brothers. Can he put in a good delivery into the box? This is Yagya, played well, worked out well for Churchill Brothers. But before Yagya could put that ball into the box, it had run out for a goal kick. This is Sandeep. Sandeep tries to wriggle his way through, but Churchill win the throw-in. Asif being very strong in defense. Velito to Yagya. Yagya switches the play and finds Joban Cardozo on the right hand side. This is Asif Ali Molla trying to go on his wriggly run. That's beautifully done by Asif. Asif tries to thread it through for Rakesh Das, but it is intercepted by the defense. That was a good move from Asif Ali Molla. We see that again. Here we go, Asif going right, going left, going right again, and that's beautiful to go past two players. Asif Ali Molla, that's beautiful stuff. The boy who's been got down from Calcutta in the right back position for Churchill Brothers. This is Myron Mendes. Velito Cruz again switches play. Joban Cardozo is seeing a lot of that ball in the early exchanges. Tries to find Asif with that back heel, but Sandeep wins the throw for SESA Football Academy. Kidron's clearance falls straight to Russell Vaz, but the ball in the end comes off Maran Borges and goes out for a Churchill throw-in. This is Velito. Myron Mendes. Velito again. This is Frankie Oliveira trying to find Three Joy, but it has gone out for a SESA Football Academy throw-in. Frankie Oliveira coming into the team today. will look to have an instant impact. Frankie. Long ball from Kidron. Joban couldn't get it down cleanly, but draws in the foul from Sandeep. Vishnu Gosavi standing very close to the ball, but Myron Mendes plays it back, and that's 3 joy. Valito again calling Joban Cardozo into action. What can he do? Plays it back to Asif. Myron Mendes. Valito's ball goes straight to Sapam Singh. This is again Kidron Fernandez. This has been Churchill Brothers all along, but so far that X factor missing into that attack of Churchill Brothers. The injection of that final through ball just missing in the Churchill ranks. They haven't really found Rakesh Das yet. SESA Football Academy are happy to sit back and defend at the moment. This looks like how the game's gonna go. More defensive work for SESA Football Academy. However, they will be looking to hit the red machines on the counter attack. We've seen the defense being susceptible to those counters and have made some real errors, which has led to Churchill Brothers just logging in 1 win out of 5 matches. However, still 6 matches to go for them. 5 matches after this game. They have to win all 5 if they really want to stay in contention for the top 4. Vishnu taking the free kick, but cleared off by Myron Mendes. This is Suraj. Vishnu again trying to get past. Keeps the ball but wins the foul again. Vishnu Gosavi, a tricky customer. Now leaves the ball for Dominic Roy. Dominic also donning the captain's armband today. Ball from Dominic comes in, and the header by Yagya Kapoor. They're complaining about being elbowed by Myron Borges. Kidron with the long ball for Churchill. Clear off by Sandeep. Again Russell gives the throw in away pretty fancily. We do see some urgency in the Churchill ranks today, but they really have to be creative in that attacking third to break defenses like this. The first goal is so important in such matches. This is good play from SESA Football Academy. Dominic looking for Vishnu, and then Kidron shielding it off and winning the throw for Churchill. Dominic winning the ball off Frankie. Russell Vaz. Russell goes long and does find his player. Omkar down on the right hand side. Omkar not happy with the assistant referee. Thought he was fouled there, but it is a throw in for SESA Football Academy. This is Russell. Russell's ball in straight to Devnath Mondal. Devnath with the long kick straight to Suraj. This is Maran Mendes. Rakesh Das now falling back as he was not really getting the delivery that he would expected from his fellow players, and Omkar cannot keep that in control. And this is Rajinder Singh to Valito. Valito looking for Rakesh Das's run. Rakesh Das does end up fouling Myron Pereira there, when he himself gets caught on the end of that fall. There we see Rakesh Das in a battle with Myron Pereira and then pulls him down and then takes a tumble himself over the fallen Myron Pereira. Sapam Singh will take this free kick. Sapam Singh goes shot to Myron Pereira. It's a bad touch from Russell. This Rakesh Das putting him under pressure, but Dominic winning the ball back, and Rakesh Das has stayed on the ground. Seems to be in considerable amount of pain. There we see that bad touch from Russell Vaz, and then Rakesh Das trying to win that ball. I don't really know what had happened there, because there seemed to be no touch on Rakesh Das, but either that was a very, very late reaction from Rakesh Das, or that's something I'm missing. Churchill sportingly throws the ball back to SESA Football Academy for a goal kick, with Sapam Singh to take it. You see Rajendra marking Maran Borges closely. Sapam with the long clearance. Misses the head of Maran Mendes, and then Samir Kashyap was the one chasing, but Kidron just got there early. Clears it off for a throw in, and this is Sandeep. Dominic. Dominic spreads it wide. Maran Borges losing out, but Russell Vaz, the new boy in that first 11 today for SESA Football Academy. Suraj goes long, looking for the head of Vishnu, who rises above Kidron. That's a good spot jump. This is Samir. This is a good opportunity. Omkar, and the shot comes in. Maran Borges with the shot there. Velito just plucks it off thin air in front of Dominic. Velito, he's still going. Velito Cruz, he's got some space in front of him. Plays in Choban Cardozo, who comes in with the cross, but his cross hits Sandeep and goes out for a throw-in. This is that ball from Samir Kashyap to Omkar. Omkar twists and turns and lays it off on a platter from Myron Borges, and that is a very crucial block. And there is the danger of SESA Football Academy. They're not going away, and the long throw in the meantime from Churchill. The volley comes in from Velito Cruz, but it's flicked on by Frankie. And that has resulted in a goal kick for Sapam Singh. SESA Football Academy slowly but surely making their way back into this match possession wise. They're getting more control in the middle. They're seeing more of the ball now. This is Sandeep, Velito, Asif Ali Molla, Yagya Kapoor. Frankie again looking for Three Joy on the left hand side, and that has been the story of Churchill's campaign in the Selvel Goa Professional League. And this is Vishnu Gosavi on the left hand side for SESA with some space, with a beautiful cross ball for Myron Borges, followed by Kidron. Myron changes it up, but that was an aimless ball, and this is Three Joy. He's been stopped dead in his tracks by Russell Vaz. This is Vishnu Gosavi again. Vishnu's ball comes in, but well defended by Rajendra Singh. Asif plays in Rakesh. This is Joban. Crossfield square pass to Velito. Yagya Kapoor. Rakesh heads it, but Russell Vaz just feeling the effects of that elbow from Rakesh Das. This is Rakesh. Tries to play a quick 1-2 with Frankie. This is Velito. Frankie. Yakya. Yakya on his run, puts in the left-footed cross. That's a beautiful cross in from Yagya Kapoor. Boy, he's got a delicious left foot. And Russell wins that ball. Dominic Roy Suarez being sandwiched by two, still manages to get that ball. Aniket with the long ball over there, but it has gone out for a throw-in, looking for Myron Borges. But Russell Vaz has stayed on the ground. He's still feeling the effects of that elbow from Rakesh Das. The physio attending to Russell Vaz. There we see the bench of Churchill Brothers and the legendary coach Armando Colasso. Just barking instructions. Armando Colasso not happy with what he's seeing so far. He would have expected his team to be more creative in the attacking third. The man who's been in charge of the Indian national football team, Armando Colasso, he's got quite a resume. He's won 3 I-League titles with Tempo Sports Club and has won 4 National League titles in total, including the I-League. He's won it all. He's won the Turant Cup. He's won the Federation Cup. He's led Tempo to the AFC Cup semis. For these young boys to have the likes of Armando Colasso guiding them, it should be a blessing in disguise. But in the meantime, this is Rakesh Das and this is Maran Mendes' shot. It should have headed for the back of the net, but instead it is headed for the stands behind it. It goes way over Sapam Singh's goal and into the stands behind. Again, the final dish really missing from the Churchill Brothers menu right now. Sapam Singh with the long kick. Vishnu Gosavi, but Asif Ali Molla is on the way for Vishnu. Valito to Yagya. Trijoy looking for Rakesh, but ball given away, and this is Sandeep. Dominic to Maran Pereira. Suraj. Suraj goes long. This is Maran Borges' shot. Gets blocked by Kidron, but the danger is not averted. This is Vishnu Gosavi. Dominic. Omkar. It's given away by Russell Vaz, looking for Dominic. Rakesh Das picks it up in the middle. This is Frankie. Joban Cardozo. Myron plays it square to Velito in the middle of the park. Yagya Kapoor on the left. Plays a quick 1-2 with Trijoy. Still going Yagya Kapoor, but in the end does very well there. Yagya leaves the ball. Rajendra Singh comes forward. He's going to take the long throw in into the box for Churchill Brothers. Long ball coming in. That's a good throw in. This is Rajendra Singh again. The ball comes in, and this is Sapam Singh's punch. Still in play. This is Frankie Oliveira looking for the foul, but that is very cleanly and strongly won by Vishnu Gosavi. This is Samir Kashyap. Dominic. Suraj. Omkar playing it back to Suraj again. Suraj looking for that Myron Borges. Yagya cannot keep that in. It's gone out for a throw-in. The referee has called Kidron and Myron together. He's seen some unnecessary physicality going on between those two. Omkar. Rajendra finds Rakesh, who lays it off for Myron's long ball looking for Joban. Is intercepted by Sandeep, who does well and then is fouled by Asif Molla. And he's been caught out of possession here, Asif Ali Molla. Vishnu Gosavi with the left-footed cross, but it has been cleared off for a corner by Kidron Fernandez. Although Devnath Mondol hasn't had much to do in the opening 25 minutes of this game, Churchill Brothers haven't tested Sapam Singh on the other end either. Both teams mainly dwelling in that midfield region. Vishnu Gosavi's cross, a poor one in the end. Suraj puts it down for Russell. This is Myron Borges with the volley, and he's gone for a few of them, Myron Borges. Let's see what happened there. And Myron Borges did come back from an offside position, it seems. This is Yagya Kapoor. Anchor goes long but finds a SESA Football Academy defender. This is Suraj. Myron Pereira. Poor touch from Sandeep, but gets it in control. This is Dominic holding off Myron Mendes and switches the game to Aniket. Russell again. Myron Pereira. Samir Kashyap. Sandeep. Back to Samir. Wins the beautiful 1-2 with Samir Kashyap, and Sandeep does get the ball back, and then it's cleared off by the Churchill defence. Russell conceding the foul against Rakesh Das there. Armando Colasso has come off his bench now. The veteran coach, the 68-year-old man Armando Colasso, not happy with what he's seeing at the moment. He wants his boys to show some more creativity and more urgency. Rakesh Das being warned there by the referee. Not for the first time. Quite a feisty customer. Rakesh Das. Sapam Singh takes the long free kick and finds Vishnu Gosavi beautifully, whose touch almost giving a chance for Asif Mullah to steal the ball off him. Myron goes long, and in the end Vishnu Gosavi hadn't made the run and it has gone out for a Churchill throw-in. Asif's throw, and Frankie has been fouled by Myron Pereira. Asif will take the free kick, puts it up long. This is Joban on the right hand side for Churchill. Stolen off the feet of Joban, but Vishnu gives away the throw and thrown straight into the head of Vishnu Gosavi, and it's a SESA Football Academy throw, but it will be taken after the cooling break. In the opening exchanges, in the opening 30 minutes of this match in the Selvel Goa Professional League, neither goalkeeper has been really tested. Neither team really threatening to score, although they need 3 points, both these teams today. Myron Borges just having a discussion with the assistant referee over there. Armando Colasso almost looks disgusted with his players and in the performance that they have put out so far. They have quite a strong bench in action, Churchill Brothers. We could see Mohammad Shashad and Afdal Variko done in the background. We can see Afdal sometime in the game today. He's coming back off an injury, Afdal. the big strong forward. Did play for Rara FC in the second division I League recently, last year. As the players jog back into position, the game will restart with a throw-in for SESA Football Academy after the cooling break. Sandeep with the throw-in, goes over the head of Asif Mullah and Santosh Kashyap. Rakesh Das's cross has been missed by Sapam Singh. Almost a dangerous one, almost palming the ball into his own goal, Sapam Singh. This is Sandeep moving down the left hand side. Russell Vaz, Aniket to Dominic Roy Suarez, again looking for that return ball, but didn't make that run. Aniket, Yagya throws it to Maran Mendes. This is Asif. Spread out to Yagya Kapoor by Maran. Twisting and turning, changing winds, Jovan Cardozo now. Don't know what he tried to do there, but he's conceded that throw-in. This must be so frustrating for Churchill Brothers, facing the 12th team in the league. Although SESA Football Academy have played a few games lesser, they would have loved to score an early goal. Churchill Brothers, it would have boosted their confidence, but SESA Football Academy have come out and impressed in their gameplay and in the tactical setup that their coach has done, Charles Ador Dias. He has been cleaned out there, Velito Cruz. We'll see that again. Dominic Roy Suarez just couldn't control his movement. Cleans out Velito Cruz. This is Asif. Frankie looking for Three Joy. This is Rakesh Das. Three Joy Dias. And the through ball to Rakesh Das is shielded off by Maran Pereira, and Sapam Singh collects it easily. This is Sandeep. Sandeep plays it to Suraj. Suraj goes long, and that has been called offside on Omkar. You'll see that ball again from Suraj. Did run in from an offside position there, Omkar. Rajendra Singh. Yagya. Again a battle with Omkar. So Sapam Singh being put under pressure. Deals with it calmly. But in the end it goes out for a throw-in. Number 2 Gonzalez instructing his players. He knows it's an important game for the Red Machines. He knows how important it is to log in 3 points in this match Dominic Roy Suarez. He was being very ambitious in his words. Roberto Gonzalez, the assistant coach for Churchill Brothers today, he did say that they still intend to be in the top 4 and gun for that top 4 spot for Churchill Brothers. It is going to be a real difficult affair today. Myron Borges has been fouled again, and every time he looks back at the assistant referee and the referee, almost like, please give them a yellow card, or we'll see what to do about it. Suraj will take this free kick, but it's a lowly grounder which Russell Vaz's hand comes in the way for Velito Cruz, who is looking for a yellow card now. Rajendra Singh plays a shot to Yagya Kapoor. Yagya Kapoor plays it long. Russell again, Dominic. This is Rakesh Das with the sliding challenge coming in. And this is Asif. Gives the ball away. Vishnu Gosavi, it's a battle for pace. And Kidron does very well against Vishnu Gosavi. This is Myron Borges. He's a tricky customer. Myron Borges for SESA Football Academy. He's had some attempts in goal. Few acrobatic attempts. And it has gone out for a goal kick for Devnath Mondol, who's been a mere spectator in this game. Devnath with the goal kick. It's headed out by Sandeep, but straight to Velito Cruz. This is Trijoy. He was looking for the run of Rakesh, but finds Frankie instead. Dominic picks it up in the penalty box, and Myron Pereira clears it, being put under pressure by Rakesh Das. Asif to Myron Mendes. Velito switches the game to Yagya Kapoor. Joban Cardozo plays a good ball to Yagya. Yagya does well. Can he keep it in? Yagya with the cross, and this is a chance, and he does it there. Trijoy has scored the first goal for Churchill Brothers. And look at this walk down the left hand side from Joban. Passes it, and then Yagya Kapoor. It is all Yagya Kapoor's hard work, and that slide and beautiful cross in from Yagya Kapoor. That left foot of Yagya Kapoor is something to reckon with. It has been threatening with those beautiful crosses, and finally one of those finds a Churchill Brothers player. Trijoy gets on the end of it. Trijoy ties. Look at that movement. Trijoy goes behind, and that is beautifully taken by that forward coming into the team. And Churchill Brothers will breathe a heavy sigh of relief, along with their coaching staff Armando Colasso and Roberto Gonzalez. Boy, did they need that. Rakesh Das fouled over there by Russell Vaz. You can see so much more calm in that bench for Churchill Brothers now. All of them in a seated position. Just a few seconds back we could all see them grumbling, walking around in that technical area. Now we can see them calm in their own box, sitting down, sense of relief after that first goal. SESA Football Academy concede once again towards the end of this half. There's the goal scorer taking the corner kick. 3 Joy. It's a poor corner kick, but the bicycle kick comes back in, and then Rakesh Das almost running into the back of Sapam Singh. Seems to be a very restless customer, Rakesh Das. Sandeep heads it to Myron Borges, who tries to flick it back but goes straight to the Churchill defence. This is played out wide. Rakesh Das cuts back in. This is Frankie Oliveira. It's beautiful running and hits the side netting from Joban Cardozo. That was good movement from Churchill Brothers. This is much better from the men in red. Look at that off the ball running, the third man movement as we call it, from Joban Cardozo. It's much better football from Churchill. Myron Mendes getting too tight on Myron Borges. Has a knack of complaining every single time, Myron Borges, to the referee. And we have a player who's down on the ground. I think he pulled his hamstring, that's what he's suggesting. Is that Rakesh Das on the ground? It looks like Rakesh Das on the ground, and he gets onto the stretcher immediately. It does look like a bad one for Rakesh Das. As all the restless running got to him, Rakesh Das. I hope he's fine. He's been an important player for Churchill Brothers in the last few matches. He's had quite an impact on this team. Suraj, Myron Pereira. All 10 players back in their own half for Churchill Brothers. This is Samir Kashyap, Myron, Russell. Russell goes for the long ball but cleared off by Yagya Kapoor. Myron Mendes, Velito Cruz, Myron Mendes, 3 Joy. There's the confirmation. 3 minutes of added on time at the end of this first half. Velito. There's a lot of chatter down on the ground right now for Churchill Brothers. They want to get to this half unscathed, because Rakesh Das is still off the ground. At the moment, the men in red are playing with 10. This is Samir Kashyap. Here's Russell. Yagya Kapoor with the header again. Yagya has also made a big impact on that left hand side. He was impressive against Sporting Club, but Sporting were too good for Churchill Brothers. But again today he's been an impressive man, Yagya Kapoor. Asif clears it long. Goes out for a throw-in for SESA Football Academy. Vishnu Gosavi with the quick throw-in. Finds Dominic Roy. This is Aniket down the right hand side. Omkar eventually falls to Myron Mendes, who plays it square to Velito. 3 Joy, the goal scorer. What joy he's bringing. 3 Joy, he's brought immense joy to that bench of Churchill Brothers. Not just joy, a lot of relief. Sandeep. This is Myron Pereira. Suraj. Suraj again. Suraj goes long. That's a beautiful ball played to Vishnu Gosavi. Against Asif Molla, Vishnu Gosavi, but Asif shields it off comfortably from Vishnu Gosavi. And that has gone out for a goal kick for Debnath Mondol, and that should be that for the first half. Just waiting because Asif Ali Molla has gone down again, clutching his hamstring. The referee will play a little bit more additional time because it is already past 3 minutes of additional time. Seems to be fine. Walking off into position, Asif Ali Molla. Debnath plays it to Kidron. Kidron goes long. 3 Joy. This is Frankie. Frankie looking for 3 Joy again. Churchill Brothers at the end of this first half with that final, with the halftime whistle rather from the referee, is leading 1-0, but I don't think they will be rejoicing in the way they have played so far against SESA Football Academy. The story at the Duler Stadium as the referees walk off for the lemon break. Churchill Brothers are leading SESA Football Academy 1-0 with a big second half still to play for both the teams, as both teams have failed to impress one and all over here at the Duler Stadium, although Churchill Brothers at halftime do lead SESA Football Academy 1-0.
Youth Club of Manora versus Salgunkar Football Club at 3:45 p.m.
We are back for the second half. A crucial one for both teams, Churchill Brothers and SESA Football Academy. SESA Football Academy haven't really threatened Churchill Brothers, and Churchill Brothers getting that very important goal for them. The only shot on goal from Churchill Brothers, the cross from Yagya Kapoor put into the back of the net past Sapam Singh by Trijoy Dice has given them a half-time lead. The referee just waiting for the teams to walk in. We'll have a change for SESA Football Academy. Gaetan Fernandez will come on. It'll be interesting to see the player who has gone off. Russell Vaz is the man who's gone off for Gaetan Fernandez, the experienced Gaetan Fernandez.
Russell Vaz is replaced by jersey number 21, Gaetan Fernandez.
Devnath Mondal will be looking to keep his
And is another substitution. Jersey
clean
number
sheet today, and Omkar Sharad has also gone out for Kunal Salgaonkar.
has been replaced.
And the referee blows the whistle for the start of the second half.
Salgaonkar.
Churchill Brothers starting proceedings this time around. This is Samir Kashyap. This is Samir. The ball stolen off his feet by Maran Mendes. This is Velito. Velito goes long, looking for Trijoy. What an important half for Churchill Brothers and SESA Football Academy. That's a ball through to Samir Kashyap. Tries to thread it to Kunal, but it has gone out for a corner kick. That was a good through ball from Dominic. Some early intent shown by SESA Football Academy. This is Vishnu Gosavi. Vishnu complaining to the referee that Yagya Kapoor is too far in front. This is Vishnu. A poor ball in the end from Vishnu, but it has gone out for another corner kick. He will get a second crack at this corner. Vishnu to take this long. Corner kick comes in, and that was Gaetan Fernandez. He just misses the flight. It skims off his head outside. He jumps a little early there, I think, Gaetan Fernandez. Rajendra Singh's jump disturbs Gaetan Fernandez's header. Slightly late on that jump, I would say, Gaetan Fernandez. No trouble for Devnath Mondal, and it has gone out for a goal kick for Churchill Brothers. Devnath will take it long. This is Sandeep. Comes off Trijoy's head. Falls to Vishnu, but Trijoy wins it back. This is Joban who gets the ball down beautifully. Velito. This is Trijoy. Maran Mendes. Velito. But Frankie was in an offside position. It has gone out for a goal kick with Suraj for SESA Football Academy in possession. Plays it square to Maran Pereira. Gaetan Fernandez. Dominic. Suraj gives it away very clumsily. This is Rakesh Das. Poor ball from Rakesh Das to Maran Mendes. That was a good steal, but it's very important what you do with the ball after that. But at the moment, Churchill Brothers have been missing that finishing touch. Although there's been one very good move in Yagya Kapoor and Trijoy Das finishing it. Asif wins the corner for Churchill Brothers. Although Frankie was looking for a cutback. Yagya moves forward to take this corner kick. Yagya Kapoor standing over the ball. He's got a brilliant left foot, Yagya Kapoor. Corner kick comes in. Maran Mendes with the free header. And boy, he should have done much better with that. A free header at goal, and he's let that opportunity pass by. That could so easily have been 2-0 for Churchill Brothers. But how was Maran Mendes left with so much of time on that header? This is Kunal Salgaonkar. He did score that goal against Tempo. This is Gaetan Fernandez. I beg your pardon, that was Maran. The referee's actually blown for a foul, to the amazement of the Churchill players. Kunal Salgaonkar, he has a goal in that first match against Tempo. We know he has a knack of scoring goals, and this is a very good position for SESA Football Academy to get right back into the match. Gaetan Fernandez and Vishnu Gosavi standing over the ball. Can SESA Football Academy conjure some magic here with Gaetan Fernandez? Looks like he's gonna be the one who's take this free kick. The free kick comes in and it hits the wall of Churchill Brothers. Nasif Ali Molla has borne the brunt of it. There you see, it has really hit him hard in the back of his spine. This is Aniket with the throw-in. Kunal Salgaonkar keeps it in, but it's straight into the hands of Devnath Mondal. That was a decent spell of pressure from SESA Football Academy. It's early into the second half. This is Dominic Roy Suarez. Vishnu gives the ball away. Sapam Singh plays it to Myron. 3 Joy dies. Kaitan steals the ball of Myron Mendes. This is Kaitan Fernandez again. Plays Samir Kashyap, who releases Aniket on the right, who's put it forward for Myron Borges again. Rajendra Singh does really well. Clears it off with Aniket again. Kaitan Fernandez, he's installed some kind of stability in that midfield for SESA Football Academy. This is Kunal Selgaonkar. This is Kunal again. Rajendra Singh does well again. The header from Kidron. Shouts for handball, but this is Joban Cardozo. Rakesh Das. He's got some space in front of him. We know he's got a thunderous left foot. And the thunderous left foot crosses it in. As Dominic Roy Suarez intercepts that cross. And this is Sandeep now. Vishnu Gosavi. Suraj to Kaitan. Suraj again. Sandeep with the long ball. Looking for Myron Borges, but Rajendra Singh heads it to Valito. Myron Mendes. Kidron does well over there. Valito's cross looking for 3 Joy Dias, who gets it down beautifully. This is Frankie Oliveira. Rakesh Das. Teasing the defenders. Rakesh Das shifting to his right and wins the corner from Sandeep. Churchill Brothers, one of the biggest names in Goan football and in Indian football. They have won the I-League in 2008 and 9. Won the Durand Cup also in 2009. And the IFA Shield as well in that same year. It was the year when Odafa Okoli, it was the Odafa Okoli era then. The corner comes in again from Yagya Kapoor and it finds Myron Mendes yet again. This is Velito with the shot and it's well blocked out by Dominic. Myron Borges wins the foul. Kaitan takes it quickly. This is Dominic. Dominic has put Vishnu Gosavi. I beg your pardon, that was Kunal Selgaonkar. And very well defended by 3 Joy Dias. He's putting his body on the line to protect the goal he scored for Churchill Brothers. This is Kaitan Fernandez. Churchill Brothers, as we were talking about them, they are on their way to win their second I-League title this year. They are on top of the table. And boy, that would be quite a celebration and quite an achievement for Churchill Brothers. Some new players have been signed for the Goa Professional League this year. Although this is more like a second string side for Churchill Brothers. You never expect anything less than competing for the title from a team like Churchill Brothers, even if it's a second string side. New players like Felito Cruz have been signed into the ranks to make an impact. Churchill Brothers have given a lot of young footballers to Indian football. Clencio Pinto being one of them. He had scored 7 goals in the Selvel Goa Professional League last year, and they are missing the services of that man Clencio Pinto. But he's in the bigger scheme of things with Churchill now. He's on the verge of winning the I-League with Churchill Brothers. Not very happy there, Myron Pereira. He's complained to the referee that there are elbows being used. There are some big names which have played also for Churchill Brothers. Balwant Singh, Gormangi Singh and Sunil Chaitri, the captain of the Indian national team, have plied their services for the Red Machines. You know why they are a big name in Indian football, Churchill Brothers. In the meantime, this is a free kick which is going to be taken by Clayton Fernandez for SESA Football Academy. Clayton stepping up, taking the free kick, and he goes for power. It has gone over Devnath Mondol's goal. Myron Pereira in the picture there. Devnath Mondol takes the long kick. Rakesh Das looking for that ball through, but it has been intercepted by the defense of SESA Football Academy. This is Rakesh Das, Myron Mendes, Velito Cruz. Again looking for Joban Cardozo, and this is Samir Kashyap. Does very well against Yagya Kapoor, and it takes 2 to get him down and stop him. Concedes the foul, Yagya Kapoor and Joban Cardozo. SESA Football Academy finished in 7th spot in the league last year. Charles Dice is the coach. The academy was started way back in 1999. It's almost been 21 years of the SESA Football Academy. They've always looked to promote young talent. In an interview to the Herald, Coach Charles Dice did mention that they want to finish in the top 4 this time around, but that looks like a very far-fetched sight at the moment, because they dwell at the bottom of the Selvel Goa Professional League and are on their way to stay there, because they are 1 goal down against Churchill Brothers. They came into the Goa Professional League winning the first division of the Goa Premier League in 2018 and 19. In the meantime, a substitution being made by Churchill Brothers. Frankie Olivero is coming off, and Mohammad Shashad is the man who's coming on for Churchill Brothers. Gets a pat on his back for his performance today. Armando Colasso coming out and showing his appreciation for Frankie Olivero. This is Rakesh Das, Myron Mendes, Velito Cruz, Yagya Kapoor with one of his left-footed crosses again, and this time it's an offside for Mohammad Shashad, but Sapam Singh had anyway come forward and cleared it. SESA Football Academy have also produced some young talent for Indian football. Anil Chavan is one of them. He's plied his trade for 80k now ATK Mohan Bagan, and currently also playing straight in SC East Bengal. Shoaib Akhtar is also one of them who's playing straight in Neroka FC, and Beckham Xavier is playing for Vasco this time. Young players who are to look forward to, the ones for the future for Indian football. However, Kaiten Fernandez, who we see in action right now in the middle of the park for SESA Football Academy, has been signed from Sporting Club to add some experience to this nice mix of youth. So far it hasn't been very promising from SESA Football Academy in this year's Goa Professional League. But we all know that SESA Football Academy are capable of big things, and they have impressed previously, and they will not lie down and take it easy. And in the meantime, the ball comes in. My word, that was a close one. Again, silly mistake in that Churchill defense. This is Aniket. Kunal Salgaonkar plays it back to Dominic. Churchill forces SESA to go back to goalkeeper Sapam Singh. Goes long now, and Yagya Kapoor heads it straight to Myron, who puts it through, looking for Sandeep, and Debnath Mondol makes a mess of it. Puts it out for a throw. The header comes in from Vishnu Gosavi, and it's gone over the post of Debnath Mondol. Debnath Mondol now just taking his time, slowing the game down. Debnath Mondol with the long goal kick. Flicked off Maran Mendes, but Maran Pereira clears it, and this is Mohammad Shashad. Shashad still going. Suraj steals the ball off him. Kaiten Fernandez looking for that run of Myron Borges. Kaiten still going, but Velito in the way. Myron Mendes. That's a poor clearance from Asif Molla. Kaiten. That is hit. That is absolutely clattered the stands, the roof of the Duler Stadium stands. That clearance from Asif Molla. I think that was more out of frustration for that poor clearance he just made seconds back. Vishnu Gosavi in a battle with Kidron Fernandez. Kidron clears the ball, and this has gone straight to Suraj, who plays it wide to Aniket. Just Kunal Salgaonkar, but Rajinder Singh again deals with it beautifully. Velito to Mohammad Shashad. Joban Cardozo. Shashad. Shashad looking for Rakesh Das's run, but intercepted by Dominic Roy Soares. This is Yagya Kapoor. Yagya going on his trademark runs down the left wing, but that cross straight away collected by Sapam Singh. This is Aniket. Sapam with the clearance. Rajinder Singh wins the ball. Joban Cardozo gives it away cheaply to Vishnu Gosavi, who cannot keep it in control because Myron Mendes has stolen it off him.
Substitution.
Clumsy play happening in the middle of the field right now.
Play out. Jersey number
3 Joy Dias, the goal scorer, being taken off by Armando Colasso,
Jersey number
and Houston Barbosa
Boza.
makes his way onto the field for Churchill Brothers. Kaitan has headed it straight to Shashad, but the pass from Shashad looking for Myron Mendes cannot quite get there. Myron Mendes still shielding the ball. I don't think that's much contact on the face from Kaitan. However, Myron Mendes has stayed on the ground, and it'll be interesting to see in the replay what exactly happened. We'll see it again. He does catch him on the face, but you can see where he's holding his head, and we all know that is for sure play acting because there was hardly any contact on top of his forehead for Myron Mendes. That's not the good side of football that we talk about. However, he's got up and he's on the ball, Myron Mendes. Houston Barbosa. Dominic clinches it off him, and Suraj puts it out for a throw-in. And Rajendra Singh comes forward. He's going to take a long throw-in. Rajendra Singh, one of his trademark throw-ins coming in, the bullet throw-in coming. And Sapam Singh has dropped that. This is a chance. And again he's dropped it. It's a comedy of errors going on in the middle right now. And Kunal Salgaonkar has come away with the ball. Look at that pace from Kunal Salgaonkar. He's still going. But Kidron Fernandez finally comes out and slides in. Asif Ali Molla gets the yellow card for that earlier foul. This is Kunal Salgaonkar. Look at that pace from that man, Kunal Salgaonkar. And Kidron Fernandez has given the free kick away, but that was taken quickly, and Kunal Salgaonkar has won the corner eventually. That was good running from Kunal Salgaonkar. Really put Churchill Brothers under pressure. There's the confirmation of the yellow card for Asif. A crowded box, a crowded penalty box. Vishnu Gosavi's corner comes in. Kaitan Fernandez's rise. It's still dwelling, and that's a shot in. It's still coming, and that's a block at the right time. The shot did come in from Suraj. We'll see that again in the replay. The initial header, Rajendra Singh just getting up. Yagya Kapoor then getting in, and Suraj taking it out. Kidron blocking it, and then Yagya Kapoor blocking the shot. There is some threat still for Churchill Brothers. SESA Football Academy putting the men in red under pressure. Yagya Kapoor puts it out for another throw-in. This is Kunal Salgaonkar, and he's won another corner kick. What can SESA Football Academy do here? This is Vishnu Gosavi yet again. Vishnu with the header. There are shouts for a handball. But this is Rakesh Das on the counter attack. One-on-one with Aniket, and he ends up fouling Aniket. He doesn't have the legs to go past the pace of Aniket. And the referee does show a yellow card to Rakesh Das. He's tested the patience of the referee. And not for the first time, he ends up fouling Aniket. Gets the yellow card. Samir Kashyap plays it quickly to Aniket. Things are livening up here at the Duler Stadium. There is Rakesh Das. Confirmation of the yellow card. Kaitan Fernandez for SESA Football Academy. Suraj goes long. Ikea Kapoor almost down on his knees to head that out for a throw-in. Aniket. Myron Mendes plays it back to Valito, who switches play beautifully. This is Joban Cardozo. Valito spreads it wide to Yagya Kapoor. This is Justin Barbosa. It's a good ball in from Justin, but no one really attacking that from Churchill Brothers. Cleared off by the SESA defense.
Substitution for SESA Football Academy.
This is going to be a long throw in again. Ball comes in, that is dangerous, and not a chance. Myron Mendes' flick on, easily collected in the end by Sapam Singh. This is Rajendra Singh. Yagya Kapoor. Justin. Good turn again from Justin. He's been one of the bright lights for Churchill Brothers. Justin Barbosa. That's another beautiful ball played by Justin to Myron Mendes, who cannot find the sea of red in the middle of the box, and it goes out for a corner kick. Joban Cardozo will take this corner kick. 76 minutes on the clock. We're into the last quarter of the game. Can Churchill score a second and put this game to bed, or can SESA Football Academy pull one back? This is Joban. That's a chance. Joban Cardozo. That's very well blocked in the end. Myron Pereira there, putting his body on the line, but the danger not averted. Again, not really controlling the ball. Kaitan Fernandez to Samir Kashyap. Samir on the right hand side, he has some space to, and that was a ball literally meant for Devnath Mondol to collect as calmly as he can. There is that shot, and that's a very good block from Myron Pereira. This is Sapam Singh. Myron to Kaitan Fernandez. Suraj back to his goalkeeper. Sapam has given it straight on top of the box to Rakesh Das. This is Joban Cardozo, who has taken the shot, which has been deflected off for a corner kick for Churchill Brothers. That was a poor distribution all over from SESA Football Academy, with Sapam Singh passing it straight to Rakesh Das on top of the box, and as we see a player being attended to by the physio for SESA Football Academy, the referee has blown his whistle for the cooling break. Myron is the player who's on the ground. Armando Colasso just talking to Rajinder and Kidrin Fernandez. Giving them some instructions on how to tighten up the defense for Churchill Brothers, because SESA Football Academy have threatened at times in the second half. Churchill Brothers are on their way, are 10 minutes away from a second victory of the 6 matches that they have played in the Selvel Goa Professional League. It will start off with a corner for Churchill Brothers.
Substitution for SESA Football Academy.
SESA Football Academy have Stephen Colasso coming in place of Samir Kashyap.
Player in.
Can Stephen Colasso make a difference for SESA Football Academy, or will it be Churchill Brothers who will run out victorious today at the Duler Stadium? Yagya Kapoor, the ball comes in. This is Joban Cardozo. This is Asif Ali Molla going on his wriggly runs, and the cross comes in. This is Justin Barbosa who fakes it and then puts the cross in, and Marlon Mendes just had to touch his head to the ball. It would have been directed straight into the back of the net, but he misses that completely. Marlon Mendes, he's had a few opportunities to score today. Nevertheless, SESA Football Academy are still in the game. It is 1-0 to Churchill Brothers. This is Stephen Colasso. Myron. Kunal Salgaonkar not really holding on to the ball well there. This is Mohammad Shashad stealing the ball from Suraj. Justin twisting and turning in the box, and the shot comes in from Velito Cruz, but he slices it and it spins out for a goal kick for Sapam Singh. Dominic puts it beautifully long to Stephen Colasso, whose hand comes in the way in the control. This is Rajinder Singh, puts the ball down for Velito. Velito plays it long for Justin, but Aniket Singh is going to shield Justin Barbosa off and will win the free kick eventually. Sapam Singh will take the free kick. This is Suraj for SESA Football Academy, goes long again. This has looked almost so predictable from SESA Football Academy every single time, taking the aerial route forward, not really constructing anything up front in the attacking third. SESA Football Academy, they do have to work on that. I'm sure Charles Dice has noticed the predictability of the attacking pattern of SESA Football Academy. shielding the ball off Joban. And there is the fight. Asif throwing a few punches there against Vishnu Gosavi. And then Myron Pereira coming on. Asif Ali Molla could be in danger over there. Asif Ali Molla coming in very, very dangerous. I think he's already on a yellow card. Debnath Mondal knows that. He's come to protect it. Asif Ali Molla, I think he'll be shown the door here. He will receive a red card, probably a second yellow maybe for Asif Ali Molla. Straight red card to both players, Vishnu Gosavi and Asif. A straight red card to Asif and Vishnu Gosavi. We will see it in the replay what exactly happened there. There's Sandeep and Joban fighting for the ball, and then Vishnu has gone straight at each other. Vishnu and Asif Ali Molla, and then Myron actually comes in and gets in the face of Asif. Things have heated up at the Duler Stadium, and both teams are going to end up with 10 men. As of now though, Asif Ali Molla gets a red card, and so does Vishnu Gosavi for SESA Football Academy. There you see Asif Ali Molla. This is Valito, Justin Barbosa, Yagya Kapoor, Aniket. This is well done by Justin again, but picked up and intercepted by Cayton Fernandez. This is Myron Pereira to Dominic Roy Suarez. Aniket. Stephen Colasso is not very happy over there. He wanted some support. Stephen Colasso. Who's come on as a substitute. Has not really had an impact so far. .86 minutes on the clock. Yagya Kapoor throws it to Rakesh Das, but Rakesh Das almost casual now. Gives away that free kick, hits his hand. We've seen that before from Rakesh Das. As the game wears on, he gets lazier by the time. And that's a poor touch from Myron. This is Suraj, flicked on by Stephen Colasso. This is Dominic Roy Suarez. Rajendra Singh almost holding on to Kunal, but the foul not given. This is Valito. Rakesh Das flicks it on. This is Shashad. Rakesh Das playing a good 1-2 with Shashad. Shashad still going. Shashad brings the save of Sapam Singh, a double save from Sapam Singh to keep SESA Football Academy in the game. That is outstanding from Sapam Singh. Here's the first shot, the save, and the second shot beautifully closed down by Sapam Singh. Has kept SESA Football Academy in the game with those two saves. And another Yagya Kapoor corner coming in. The corner comes in and it's cleared off Velito Cruz with the volley, and another corner for Churchill Brothers. It's deflected out. And like we see every game, just when Rakesh Das tends to become lazy, he's being substituted.
Substitution for Churchill Brothers.
And Basil Vegas, a defensive change for Churchill Brothers, comes in.
34, Rakesh Das.
Headed in Myron Mendes with the bicycle kick.
Viaga.
Sapam Singh will take the goal kick. Sapam Singh still smiles. And good to see from Sapam Singh, encouraging his teammates forward. Basil Vegas coming into that right back position. Mohammad Shashad getting that foul from Myron. Velito takes it quickly. Back to Velito. Chips it up. Shashad. Shashad tries to put that in, but it's gone out for a goal kick. Sapam Singh hooks it forward. Has there been another intrusion? No, it hasn't. Referee allows him to take it again. And the confirmation of 5 minutes of extra time
5 minutes.
for SESA Football Academy to pull off something of this game. Churchill Brothers will look to avoid that kind of a situation, because these are three very crucial points, beg your pardon, for Churchill Brothers. Clayton Fernandez to Stephen Colasso, who puts it long. Almost goalkeeping practice for Debnath Mondol, the captain leading his team towards victory today, keeping the clean sheet so far. This is Velito. That's very well done by Basil Vegas, showing his skills off. Joban Cardozo showing his skills now. That's very well done from the man. Joban gets it back from Shashad. And that is played to Justin. This is a chance to make it 2-0, and again Sapam Singh. Absolutely brilliant. He's been a warrior on that goal for SESA Football Academy, keeping them in this game. Almost a lone warrior. We'll see that chance again. Joban does really well, switches it to Justin, and then the touch from Justin slightly heavy, and Sapam Singh seizes on that opportunity, comes forward and collects it. However, this is Clayton Fernandez. This is a brilliant ball for Stephen Colasso. Debnath Mondol comes forward and collects it and stays on the ground. We'll see in the replay if there had been any contact with Debnath Mondol with Stephen Colasso. The referee will be keeping a note of the additional time. There's that ball from Clayton Fernandez, a very well weighted one. I'm very sorry to say, but there was zero contact with Debnath Mondol, who's gone on the ground. And that is a very poor sight to see. It will be quite embarrassing to watch back from Debnath Mondol. There was Zero contact. And he preferred to stay on the ground, wasting some more time. Devnath Mondol hooks it up long. This is Justin. Myron Mendes. Joban to Valito. Basil Vegas. Joban again. Myron Mendes. This is an open game now. Shashad tries to curl it, but headed straight for the advertisement boards on the side. Sapam Singh takes it long, and the flick on comes back to Kunal, who's released Myron Borges. Myron puts it in, but no one really up there for SESA Football Academy. Dominic almost giving up with his shoulders down, and this is space for Joban. Shashad does brilliantly over there, going past Kaitan, but heavy touch in the end. Suraj will look for Kunal, but the headed ball from Kidron. Rajinder Singh will clear it. It's Justin Barbosa. Yagya Kapoor hooks it up this time, and Shashad stays on the ground. But SESA Football Academy continue playing. This is Kaitan Fernandez. Kaitan puts it long. Basil Vegas will clear it. Shashad has stayed on the ground, and SESA Football Academy will not stop the game. Kaitan Fernandez. Myron Mendes. And finally, Churchill put the ball out and will be attended to by the physio. Shashad walking off now, and the referee just having a look at his watch. Sandeep will take the throw, and it'll be interesting to see if they play it back to Churchill. This is Myron. Fills it back. The header won by Valito, and this is Justin Barbosa on the run. He has some open space in front of him. Justin plays in Myron Mendes. Myron Mendes pulls it back, and that is another brilliant save from Sapam Singh. Boy, he has really kept the scoreline down for SESA Football Academy. This could have been a different story altogether. We'll see that move again. Justin Barbosa playing it to Myron Mendes, who cuts in brilliantly, and then the shot beautifully saved by Sapam Singh. Kaitan Fernandez goes past Yagya Kapoor. This is Myron Borges, who again cannot get it in control. Rajinder Singh shielding it off. Fantastic work from Rajinder Singh. Very strong, very physical, and that should be that for SESA Football Academy. And with this long kick which is incoming from Devnath Mondol, the referee in all probability will blow the final whistle of the game. The long kick, and as we predicted, the final whistle from the referee, and the Red Machines, Churchill Brothers, have outdone the Men in Blue SESA Football Academy. One more move of magic from Yagya Kapoor, and 3 joy dice has led Churchill Brothers
Youth Club of Manora
to their second victory in the Selvel Goa Professional League.
Club at 3:45 p.m.
But a star of the match has been Sapam Singh. Boy, what a match he's had. He deserves all the praise in the world. He's been an absolute warrior. You see the congratulations going out. Kidron congratulating Sapam on his performance. Has been absolutely brilliant. Sapam Singh on goal, but take nothing away from Churchill Brothers. They have registered the second victory of the Selvel Goa Professional League. The full-time score here at the Duler Stadium, it is Churchill Brothers Sporting Club 1, SESA Football Academy 0.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the post-match interaction here at Duler Stadium. It was 1-0 in favor of Churchill Brothers, and SESA had to go home with a defeat. And I have with me the assistant coach of Churchill Brothers with me. First of all, congratulations. As you said earlier, you will go home on a winning note. How do you feel?
Yeah, the boys, I give a good credit to the boys because they have worked hard and we deserve to win today. As I said earlier also, we are going for a kill and ultimately we got a goal.
A new coach, new strategy. So are the things working on in future as well? It will go in this way for Churchill Brothers.
Yeah, experienced coach we have, and at the moment the boys are responding very well, and I hope this momentum will carry on the future matches.
We also saw a brawl at the 85th minute where red card, the referee was forced to show red card to Asif as well as one of their player. So what you have to say on that?
This mistake we will rectify during the practice sessions, and we will advise the players not to go unnecessary hard.
Coach, my last question to you, something positive that you will take back home from this match?
Definitely. We have collected 3 points, and I hope in future matches also we are going to collect the remaining matches.
All right. Thank you so much, Coach. Wish you all the very best.
Thank you.
Well, that was the assistant coach of Churchill Brothers, and that's all we have in the post-match interaction here at Duler Stadium. I'll see you tomorrow for another big encounter between Youth Club of Manora versus Salgaonkar FC. The kickoff at 3:45 at Duler Stadium.